Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel and yet another video. Today is a bit of a different one for me today. I'm here down at Burry Port, the North Channel. Purpose of today's session is to catch some fresh bait ready for the weekend. It's another solo session for myself. I was due to head here with Carl, but he's been tied up with something else back at home. So it's me, myself and I today. I'm pretty early, hence why I'm starting the video here just in the car park. I'll probably do with another hour or so before I have to just walk down the sand dunes here onto the rocks and then across the small river, which I will show you a bit later on. Take a right, follow the sand and check my Navionics app just to see where I'm going to actually fish this afternoon. Previous sessions tells me that there's two deep holes further up to the right where I have fished before and done pretty well, so I may head there. I'm unsure as yet. When I get down to the beach I am going to check Navionics and see if there's any other spots. I'm not going to be here for long today. I'm taking one rod, which is the T800, teamed up with the Shimano XXE fixed spool, 15-pound line, and the Bucky's Rigs 3 clip downs. Bait choice today is frozen black lug, small fillets of mackerel, and I have brought some frozen prawns. The frozen prawns are just from my freezer that I had excess from a previous session, so I thought I'd use them up today. Target species, whiting, any sort of flounder or dabs, something like that. As many as I can get really. Me and the boys, or me and Carl at least, are heading towards West Wales on Saturday, targeting the bullace and the all-elusive taupe. I know that Gareth Griffiths has been out of late and had a nice taupe from down that way, so they are still about, and we know that the big females are around this time of year, so there's always a chance, as they say. I'm here today at the Shoreline Caravan car park. It's free to park here in Burry Port, so once you drive up to the car park you can park safely, unload and walk safely over to the mark. It's quite a busy car park. There's a lot of walkers that come in and around here. It's a lovely place to walk if that's what you're into and you like to have your little coastal walks. Easy walking, plenty of distance, plenty of fresh air. It's always good for the soul and the mind, as they say. Very cold today. Looking around me, still a bit of frost around. It was very frosty this morning when I got up for work. So I was doubting whether I was going to come today, but fresh is best, as they say. So needs must, and I need to get out and try and catch some of that fresh bait. I'm going to get myself set up now anyway. I haven't unloaded the van at all yet. I've taken the drone up, as you'll see in the footage, just to show you the mark from the car park and hopefully show you the route I'm going to be taking. I will show you the river when I get down there. It is advisable that you need waders here to walk across. The river does go shallow to walk across in wellies, but I'd like to get there over to the mark very early so I can get on there and start fishing as soon as I can. There is another car park to this mark. You can park in Pembrey Country Park. You don't need waders for that mark. It's a bit of a longer walk along some sand dunes and so on. A bit more of a tricky walk, but like I said, you don't need the waders there. I've chosen the Shoreline car park today where I need my waders. Quick walk down over to the river, cross the river, take a right, and I'm there, like I said. So look, I'm going to get myself ready, get my kit on. By the looks of things over there, the water is running out quickly, so sooner I get down there, the better. I'll see you on the beach. So then I've made my way across the small sand dunes and down the rocks and across the little streamy sort of river thing. It's only there where the water is ebbing out. I've come across the sand now to in front of this, which is quite a prominent landmark for this mark, and I'm waiting just to get across here. I have got my waders on, however I've just tried and it's slightly too deep for me at the moment, so I will head this way and make my way across there, and then I will be fishing all the way up there. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes out now and make sure it's safe for me to cross, because the last thing we need is, when you're on your own, a little accident there are people around, but I have to make my way back this way in the dark to get back to the van. So it's around, it's about 3 o'clock or something now, which is 4 hours before low water. So you can get here in plenty of time, get yourself set up nice and steady, make your way over here and then just wait to get across. I would advise that an hour and a half after low water, you make your way back. It'll be easy accessible to get back to the van then. And hopefully tonight with a bag full of fresh bait, but we shall see. We have done some fishing, myself and Spooligan, Lee and Craig, over the other side, over there. I'm not sure what it's called, but we've done a couple of sessions over there, picking up the smaller stuff again. I know that Lee Byrne likes to fish over there and does really, really well, as he does here. The man seems to catch every fish in the ocean. he's just one of them anglers, but he does well here. I know that he's moved closer to this area, so he does quite a bit of time down here fishing for you know, the smaller species and the larger species in the summer. So if you check out his Instagram posts, I'm sure you'll see plenty of catch reports from him. We will be catching up with him this year and doing a few videos with him. We've just all been very busy at the minute, and we haven't had time or managed to catch up. But you know, we will do, as will all the team. We've got plenty of things planned in the next sort of 12 months. As you already know, the big trips we've got planned. But it's all about today, tonight, and what can I do? Can I get that fresh bait for our trip down west on Sunday? We will be back out on the 14th of January, where we're filming episode 9 of the Spooligan Beach Cast, and have I got a guest for you. What a guest we've got lined up this time. It's going to be such a good video, such a good story to tell, and such a good guest. It's a person that I've known for many years, and I've followed him for many more, so yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. But for now, it's wait for this to settle down slightly so I can get over there. I'm itching to get over there, itching to get a rod in the water and see if I can start catching some of these bait fish. You know, because fresh bait could be the difference between catching and blanking, as we all know. But I'm excited for this one. Warmed up slightly after the walk. It was cold up there, but essential bit of kit, what I find anyway, is gloves to walk over to the mark when you're holding your rods in your rod stand, just whilst you walk over and walk back, because there's nothing worse than starting your session with freezing cold hands. I have, as you may already know, ripped my last set of waders at the green light video. However, being the man I am, I love a new purchase, and I have purchased these bad boys, a new set of Gray's Titan waders, and I've got myself some Grubs wader boots. The wader boots have come on a recommendation from Spooligan Carl, and the waders have come recommendation from Spooligan Lee. So first time out with them today. I did try to walk over earlier. First test was good, but we'll soon see. I've never had a stocking foot wader before. I've always been a boot wader. So I'm hoping that these do the business. I know that there's some other Vaz ones coming out shortly that we've had a little sneak peek of, and no doubt I'll be purchasing them because I'm a bit of a tackle tart, as you probably already know. But anyway, look, enough of my waffling. Let's wait for this to get out, get up there, and bring you back on the fish. I'm across the water. I waded up to my waist nice and safe, got across safely, and I know I've headed right up towards the mark. Halfway up there, we came across this structure here. So this has been here for many years. As it stands now like this, I'm unsure what it is for sure. If anybody out there knows what it is, who lives in the local area, drop a comment below, let us know, because I know me and the other Spooligans always wonder what it is when we're walking past. It's quite a big structure. Down the bottom end down there, it's sunken into the sand, and sort of by here it starts to open up. Yeah, I really don't know what it is myself. Love to know, to be honest. Anyway, I'm heading up there for about 10 to 15 minutes, getting these rods out, start hauling. Not far to go now. Easy walk for a man of my calibre. Good news is, never put any weight on over Christmas, so it's all about losing some in the new year. How I'm going to do that, I don't know, because every time I get in from work, I'm knackered and fall asleep on the settee, so at the moment the gym's out the question. I think the only answer to it is more of this. Stomping up the beaches, getting on them sessions, doing what we love, innit? Absolutely love this. Won't be long now. When I get there, I'll show you navionics on the phone and show you the deep holes that I'm going to be fishing in, because that's where I've decided to go. So yeah, I'll bring you back and show you the navionics app now. So I'm going to put my phone on in front of the camera for you to have a look at these apps, okay? This is the first one. That is windy. That will tell you the wind direction, the speed of the wind, and all things like that. I will show you it live in a second. That is XC weather. That gives you all the weather reports. I think it gives you a week in advance. And this one is the navionics. If you can go on to your app store, look for them logos, type in the words navionics, XC weather and windy, download them. They're free apps except for navionics. Navionics is a paid app. You pay a yearly subscription. This is Tides by Me. Obvious what that does. That gives you the tides all around. Wherever you type in, it'll give you the latest tide times, and that gives you a week in advance also. I'll just give you a rundown of what they do. So this here is windy, and you can zoom in. There you go. And if you can see there, you know, there's Swansea, there's Cardiff, and it'll tell you the wind direction and the wind speed. Cracking app if you're looking to plan a session and go out in a few days' time. You can keep an eye on the weather, and you move it across the bottom there, and it even goes through every hour of every day and shows you the wind direction changing. Fantastic app, a must-have in my eyes. The next one is XC weather. So XC weather here you have all marks that I tend to fish now and again, all logged in. So if I click on Burry, there you go, it gives you all the tides, sorry, all the weather, what's going to be coming up over the coming days, if it's going to be rain. It gives you the wind, the constant wind and the wind gusts, and if it's going to rain or not, and so on. Another fantastic app. Generally pretty accurate. Don't get me wrong, it does fail sometimes, but what app doesn't? Okay, the next one is then the navionics. So this is navionics. This is where we are fishing here, right in front of the Welford pools, and as you can see there, 0.2 meters, and in the pool there it actually goes into 5 meters. So out the pool is back to 2 meters. There you go, 2 meters, and then in the pool there it runs to 5 to 10 meters. So the more the tide runs out, 8 meters there, the more the tide runs out, the closer we get to that deeper water. Hence why a good hour before tide and a good hour after is sort of prime time on this mark. If you go further up here to my right, that's the other pool. Again, 5 to 10 meters, and you would come to this mark from this way, because over here is Pembury Country Park. Fantastic app. Brilliant for whatever mark you go to. You can always check the depths of the water. When you get out of that pool there, look, you're into 2 meters, 3 meters, nowhere near as deep as if you are up on the pool there. Yeah, but that's navionics. And then you've got the Tides by Me. Just an example, here we are, we're on Burry Port. Tap on Burry Port, and there you are. It tells you all the tides. Click on the week, and then it'll tell you the tides for the week coming. You can plan your sessions. With all of these apps, you can plan your sessions pretty much perfect, as long as they all perform as they always do. I've got no doubts that these apps are going to help you in your fishing and help planning your sessions correctly. Not going to get caught by any wind or adverse conditions. And when you get to the marks with the Navionics, you're always fishing the best part of that mark. So there's the apps, guys. Listen, if anyone else has got any apps, you know, I'm always open to learning some more. I'd love to know what other people are using. Right then, finally on the mark. Rod stand up. I've had a practice cast. It's time to now bait up. As I spoke about before, one of Bucky's 3 clip downs from Veals, and the bait of choice. Fantastic. I know I always bang on about it, but what a cool box. I think I'm going to go with some frozen blacks and some strips of mackerel. See if we can get some early whiting on the board. So, just going to get my lead. I'm using the Sentry T800 with the XSE, like I said. I'm going to be casting 5-ounce leads on the 3 clip down. Let's have a look what we got. Some nice components used on these rigs from Veals. These are the rigs that are always difficult and boring to make. I don't know Mr. Booker does it, to be honest. I get bored by tying the first swivel on. But you know, people like him make them. People like Veals stock them. People like me use them. So what have we got there? Probably, I don't know, 3 and a bit foot and 3 hooks clipped down. They look like a size 1 hook. Very well made. Looks like an 80-pound rig body and probably 20, 30 pound hook snuds. So look, I'm going to get this baited up. I'll bring you back when I've cast it out there, and hopefully we can get ourselves into an early fish. The tide is ebbing pretty quickly as it's a flat beach, so you'll keep on seeing me moving and getting closer to the water. As it stands, I am the only man on the beach. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Normally there's a few anglers here. Is it fishing well? I don't know. I haven't done my research today. This was just a session that I decided to do last night, ready for the weekend. But you know what? Snooze, you lose. You know, you're not going to catch fish on your settee, are you? So look, I'm going to get this ready, get it baited up, and then we'll have a little catch up, a little talk of what I'm going to do throughout the session, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and hopefully get some of them fish on the camera for you. But for now, let's get this one baited up. Some of these frozen blacks from Jason Wibley, I think they're from. Baits to go. Very well wrapped up. He does look after his bait, to be fair to him. Let's have a look what we got. Lovely. Perfect whiting bait. Perfect. Right, I think I'm going to go with blacks on the top hook. Might have to get my glasses on in a minute. Can't see what I'm doing here. Don't need a lot of bait. Just a small mouthful. If there's fish out there, they're going to take it. Depending on how many I catch, depends on how long I stay. I do need to go in with some fresh bait if possible, because that's the plans for the weekend. Fresh is best, as we know. Essential bit of kit. Designer t-shirt, as always. New Cedra scissors. Perfect addition to the kit. Yes, you knows it. The holster, get it in there. What else have we got in here? Spectacles, love it. Pincers, always need them well handy. And the cotton. Here we go then. Let's have a look. I like to whip the baits. I like to whip the worms on. Only slightly. Just aids in keeping them on there on the cast. And hopefully keeps them on there a little bit longer without in the tide. I'm definitely going to have to put my glasses on in a minute. I can't see what is going on here. So look, I'm going to whip one on ever so slightly. Just like that. And then I'm going to take another one. I'm just going to add to the back of this one if I can. Just to bulk it up slightly. With them being frozen and the guts have been removed. So there's not much substance to them. There we go, that's better. Yeah, there we are. Looks a bit more appetizing. A little bit of cotton, like I said. Whip it on. On these rigs, there's I don't know if you can see that little sequin and a rubber stop. That just stops the bait from sliding. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so that's the top hook. I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm then going to get a frozen mackerel. I've only brought a couple, because I'm only going to be fishing small strips of mackerel today. I'm not going to fish any big baits out there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a knife. It's a lot easier to cut mackerel with a knife. You know, I've had this knife for years. Never sharpened it. Don't really look after it, if I'm honest. But it's still sharp. Shouldn't be cutting on my waders, really. There we go. Just get down here and cut on my box. A little bit safer. There we go. Perfect. That's all it is. Small, as it was down Kaibark, small bits of mackerel. I think I'm going to put this on the other two hooks, I think. We know whiting love a bit of mackerel, don't we? Just going to hook that through, as we did down at Kaibark, because it worked a treat down there. I hope you've all watched that video. I loved making that one, to be fair. Non-stop action. Fantastic. Whip this on. Oh, I fancy a fish on this one. Oh yeah, I fancy a fish on this. There we are, whip it around the eye. Stops the bait from moving. Another piece of mackerel. There we go. Put this on the middle hook as well. Whip this one on as well. I am going to have to put my glasses on. I cannot see a thing. Right, here we go. Okay, we're in. Plenty of whipping on this one. See if we can hold it on there. I'm not sure what the tide run's like just yet. Normally for the first hour or so, it is quite a pull. So I'm not expecting nothing for the first hour or so. And we're approaching darkness, as you can see as well. So, you know, if you watch the Kaibark video, you know what happened in darkness. It went mental. So, there we go. Always put your knife away after you've finished. Last thing you want is any accidents. Wipe your hands. And there it is. Bottom hook, mackerel fillet. Middle hook, mackerel fillet. Top hook, frozen blacks. 5-ounce lead, T800. Let's go. I'm not sure if you can see that, but all them little birds are running with the tide as it keeps coming in and out and picking up all the small worms that keep popping their heads up. The footage may be not good because yeah. Right then, just move the rods down to the water's edge. As you can see, the box is quite the way up here. Like I said, it's ebbing out pretty quickly, as it does here because it's very flat. But keep moving with the tide, nice and steady, nice and slowly. Making sure you've got everything, don't leave anything behind. Here we are, lovely. So the first rod's out. Put that one quite far. It is a little bit of a tide pull to the right as I expected, but nothing too much. It's a matter of sitting back and waiting now, I guess. We're losing light pretty quickly. You may not be able to see it as much on the camera, but we're definitely losing light fast. Lovely evening to be fair. Not as cold as I thought. Maybe because I've been walking quite far to get to the mark. Waves are rolling in lovely. The birds have gone that I showed you earlier. I hope the footage turned out well for you because it was mad to see. They were running as the tide was flooding in. They were running along the edge, picking up all the worms or what it is that's popping up through the sand. Really enjoying themselves. There's only one group of them ran all the way up. I mean, they're gone now, but yeah, it was good to see. This one here is called Welford Pool. I will show you shortly. And there's a mark further up. There's another deep hole further up that's another 5 metre hole. This one's at a 5 metre hole, I think. That one's the same up there. That one is the one you park in the country park. It's easier to get to that one. However, you still can get it from this one. But yeah, I wonder if you guys are going to try this place out. Keep an eye on the catch reports, you know, all over social media. There's always people fishing down here and catching well at the right time. So I'm just hoping the right time is tonight. I really want some of them bait fish. Our friend Darren Swan up north fished a competition last night, and he had an £8 something cod, won the competition. So well done, buddy. We're yet to get up there. We did think about coming up over Christmas, but you know, that didn't materialise for obvious reasons. We filmed the beach cast, and you know, things got in the way with Christmas and so on, and New Year. So it was about family time, you know, not fishing. So, but we're back. It's knuckle down time. It's the 8th of January, my first session of the year, the first of many. I know that we're out on Saturday, next Tuesday, and it just rolls on from there. You know how much us guys fish. You know, I want to wish everybody who's watching and who's watched these videos in the past, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, if I haven't already done that on social media for you guys. But I had a good one, very chilled and relaxed with my family. Some lovely family time away from my busy working life. It was great. You guys get up to much? Hope you all had a great time when Father Christmas visited you all. I know he did me. He brought me some epic gifts, as he always does. It's not very windy tonight. The wind's died down. Still the only man on the beach. Yeah, slightly concerning. But, you know, I've been here before, and I've been the only man on the beach then, and, you know, fished this very spot and done really well. So, and our Spooligan friend, Lee Byrne, has absolutely demolished this mark right here. So, yeah, let's just hope darkness will bring a few of them fish on for me tonight. A couple of exciting things going on. As you know, the Norway trip is fast approaching. Preparations already started for the lads. Started for myself as well. Not as much as them. I haven't started doing any rigs as yet. I will do. I'll make sure of that. So yeah, that's exciting. The next Spooligan product will soon be upon us. what do I say? This could be epic. I don't want to say too much, but this could be the product that changes the way people fish. Let's put it that way. We didn't want to say too much in the beach cast, and I don't want to say too much today, but I'm definitely excited about it. Craig is definitely excited about it, and the people who know about it are more than excited. So yeah, there's a lot of people who have had an input, so thanks to them guys. I've had a small input into this one. I come up with the name, so if you don't like the name when it comes out, I'm the man to blame. Craig came up with the concept and the idea, and then we took some advice from some fellow anglers up north, down Wales, down south, compiled all that together and came up with this product. I'm sure you're going to love. Just keeping an eye on my rod. Would be nice to get an early fish, to be honest. Would love that. So, just wanted to tell you something. My father bought me a Christmas present, as fathers do. It came in a box this big. And he said to me, it's the first time he's ever bought me a fishing present, because I normally have everything. And I was like, there can't be a fishing rod. It's too small. Anyway, I opened it up, and 3 of my favourite things were in there. Yep, Mars bars, plenty of them. Cheese, and my newfound favourite, port. So yeah, there was a couple of port bottles in there, some really tasty, looked expensive cheeses, and an abundance of Mars bars for my next 12 months, I would say. So thanks, Dad. It's a great present. I was expecting a couple of reels, but you know, Mars bars, cheese, and the port will do. We actually toasted the port in the beach cast, me and Craig. Toasted it to friends and family and so on. So that was 2 of the little bottles that I had. I have got 1 left. My business partner, Mr. Lee Challenger, if you're watching this, thank you for the bottle of port you bought me. 30-year-old port. Let's just say it didn't last 30 minutes. It was a litre of port, and there's probably about this much left in the bottle. Myself and my wife have took a massive liking to that. It was down to Darren up north. He was the man that got us on port when we went to Scotland. Let's not talk about Scotland. Every time I mention that word, it brings back the epic battle that, sad to say, I lost. Yeah, but you know, round 2 this year. I know that we've got Craig's brother. He's joining the team and coming up to Scotland with us on all our adventures. So it'd be good to get him on camera. We've also got Woody, who's been part of the team now for a little bit of time and getting involved in videos, as you've seen. So he's going to be coming on the adventures as well. So yeah, it's a big year for us all. It's a big year for us all. Come on in. First fish, let's have you. Let's have you. To be honest, it's quite a walk. When I'm looking back that way, it's quite a walk. An easy walk, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's quite a walk. Well, look, anyway, the light is fading rapidly here. I'm not sure if you can still see me, but I'm going to put the camera off for now, get into some fishing, get into some routine with baiting up and so on. I'll bring you back when it's dark, when I can put my lights up. You know, I just got to have one big shout out to the Unilight boys again. They are sending us some epic lights on Monday to light up the beaches whilst we're filming in the dark. We have got one of them I'll be using tonight that I've used for some time now. It does the job fantastically, but you know, we've been working alongside these guys for some time. There will be also a Unilight headlamp coming out, 4,000 lumens, extra long battery life. It's taking its time to get finished and into production. Because you know the guys at Unilight, they want to make sure that these products are fantastic, as all their other products are. You can't fault them. So keep an eye out on our channel for any Unilight updates and products on that light. Any Unidate updates, and definitely look out for that light when it comes, because I'm hoping we'll be one of the first guys to get that and use it on the beach. But I'm sure it's going to challenge some of the other brands for being number one. Just keep an eye out for that. Anyway, look, camera's going off. Time to do some fishing. I'll bring you back with the Unilight light in darkness with a bucket full of fish. So then, when out scratching one rod for a minimum amount of time, I always like to have 2 rigs baited up. So I'm going to bait the second one up now. I'm using another 3/0 clip down, exactly the same as the other one. I'm just going to change the baits up on this one. I'm going to, I think I'm going to put mackerel on all 3 this time. No, I think I'm going to put mackerel on the top one, mackerel on the middle, and I might put a prawn on the bottom one, just to see if there's anything out there that takes a fancy to that. Do love these rigs. Let's have a look what we got then. Joey mackerel, couple of strips. Mackerel is such a good bait. I think it's underrated, to be honest. Other than the big taupe boys, I don't think a lot of people don't have it in their armoury. Yeah, I just think it's a very underrated bait. Who's this on the phone? You got it, Mr. Fitzgerald, baby. I'll ring you back, pal. Busy filming. Anyway, that's got rid of Mr. Fitzy. You know what he's like. Probably asking what time the kebab house is open. Oh, here we go. Lovely. Always make sure the hook point is showing on the baits. So important. Just hook it through. I said bring it back through. There we are. Hook showing. As you can see, got the glasses on. Can see what I'm doing with the cotton. Fantastic news, or can I? Come on, man. Jeez. There we are. Here we go. Here we go. Whip it on. I think we're going to be another hour or so until we start hitting into some fish, I think. We are a bit early, like I said, but I want to get the film up and running. Get some drone footage done. Get set up and be here nice and early, you know. These days, I don't like to rush to places. I'm not the man I used to be. So that's one hook done. That's the top hook. What did I say next was another fillet of mackerel on the middle hook. Exactly the same tactics as the Kai Bark video. Exactly the same. So let's just see. Let's get rid of that little bit of bait there. Make this one a little bit smaller. You know, mix things up. And just see what works in here, you know. It's thing is with sea fishing, nothing is a given. The people that catch the most are the people that keep persevering and trying new things. Other than the super duper fishermen, the Daniel Crumps, the Lee Burns, the Gareth Griffiths, the Dean Bookers. Other than them animals, you know, it's the people that try different things, different marks, different tactics. Here we go. Okay, that's the second one done. So these, I mean, you might be shocked at these. 3 bags for a tenner in one of them shops called, I don't know, like Iceland or something like that. Caught so many hounds on these throughout the summer, you wouldn't believe it. But at flipping, what are they? £10 for 3 bags, and there's probably 10 or 15 in each bag. You can't go wrong, man. What I do, I like to peel the Peel them down. Use the head section because it has that orange bit in the head there. That's the piece that you want to keep. That's where all the goodness is. I think that's what sends the fish out there crazy. Maybe that's a bit too big. Trim it down slightly. Let's have a look. So the third hook, a little bit of prawn. As you can see now in the back there, the tide is ripping out. But we're happy. We're fishing. I won't say we're catching just yet, but I'm sure we will be. Oh, this is a good bait, this one. This is the one. I think this is the one. I think this is going to catch the fish, I think. Whip it around the eye. Plenty of cotton on this one, it's a bigger bait. Hook protruding lovely. Anything that decides to take this is going to be one happy camper. Look at that. Lovely. So we've got mackerel on the bottom, mackerel on the middle, prawn on the bottom. Let's get this clipped up on the rod stand. Really, really well made, these rigs. I love them. And you know, I can't be bothered to make them. Me and Carl always say, right, rig sesh, let's get them made. Never happens. Can't be bothered. I will do one day. You know, I must have £50,000 worth of hooks in my house. Where I go to the tackle shops and be like, yeah, get some stuff for rigs. Let's get them done. But as of yet, that hasn't been done. No bites as yet, I don't think. But if you can see, I'm not sure you can see there, but as the water's going out, it's slowly starting to drop on a slope, which we're going to be entering now into the deeper water pools shortly. I'll get the navionics up then and show you exactly where they are and why I'm fishing here. I'll also show you a couple of other apps that I use. One being Windy, one is Tides by Me, one is XC Weather, and obviously the Navionics app. Useful apps. Look, you don't have to use them. I know there's a lot of other apps out there. You speak to some of the other YouTubers. I'm sure they'll have different opinions to me. These are just the apps that I use. Okay, right. You know what this is? Yes, the casting glove. I'm using it as a reeling in glove at the minute because my hand's cold. So I'm going to reel this one in and rebait. Always walk to the water's edge, make it easier. Quite far away, so when I pull into it nice and easy, yeah, nothing on here. Stuck in the sand, 5-ounce lead. Sailed well, to be fair. Sailed well. I have got, which I'll show you in a second, new Gamexus knobs on my XSEs. Oof. Bit of tackle tart for you. But you know what? For me, I think it's just a trick Shimano were missing. The handle they provide with these, not that comfortable, not that easy to grab. All the baits are still there. It's not a good sign. Yeah, they're not that easy to grab. I just find with these Gamexus, very easy to change, but so much more comfortable. Have a look at this. Look at that bad boy. So any fixed spool users out there, get on the Veals website, check Gamexus handles out. You're going to have to make sure it fits your type of reel. Any issues, give the boys at Veals a ring anyway. Ask for Danny, he's the Shimano master. He's the one that advised me which one I needed. And true to form, they turned up next day on the reels. Let's go. Oh, let's move the rod stand down with this one. Good thing here with your weight, because you've got waders on, you can wade out slightly. Get that little bit of extra distance. What I might do with this one is not put it out as far. Try and give it a little bit of a flick this time. I always cast to my left here at the moment because it is a bit of a tide rip to the right. Yeah, lovely, beautiful. Yeah, like I said, you can wade out and cast here, so you know distance is never going to be a problem. That's if you park down that way and have to wade across. Obviously, parking up in the Pembury Country Park, you may not have waders on, so you won't be able to do that. So just be mindful of that. Back in the holder, rod nice and high. Lovely, epic. Right then, let's get this gear down, is it? Looks like we're into our first bite. 3 are clipped on, not a vicious bite. Small knocks, but listen, there's 3 hooks on there. Let's let it develop and see if we can get a triple shot. Yeah, there's definitely something on there. I'm going to reel in and have a look. Yeah, it's still there. Still there. I wonder what that's on now, because I've just put 3 black lugs on. Right, let's reel down and have a look. Let's have a look. Nice and slow. You don't have to reel fast on these. Let's have a look. Get down to the water's edge. Hopefully it is the whiting we've come for. So I'm down by the water's edge now. Yeah, it feels like there's definitely something on there. I'm hoping it doesn't come off on the way in. It's quite often they do, but it feels good at the moment. Nice and slow. Always reeling steady when you're scratching. Small hooks, you don't want any hooks to pull out. Small fish, small lips and so on. Let's have a look what we got. Here we go. We have our first fish. We have a double shot. Just what we came for. Fantastic news. Have a look at this, guys. This is what we've come for. Beautiful bait size as well. Check these out. Oh yeah, look at them. 2 beautiful bait size whiting. Let's adjust that light so you can see them. Cheeky little double shot. And guess what? I got a rig ready. Let's go. Let's get it back out there. They're fantastic for bait, they are. Just what I come for. Epic news. I knew they'd come in dark. I just knew it. They always do, don't they? This one is 3 lug baits. From what I can see on the rig I've just reeled in, one was on black lug and one was on mackerel. So let's get this one back out. If you give me 2 minutes, I will show you the fish that we've just caught. Get this out now, nice and easy. Out it goes. Really happy. Really happy. Okay, rod's back out. Back in the stand. Beautiful. It's in the tide. Let's have a look what we got, is it? Perfect. Perfect bait size. Anyway, I've got to get these little guys unhooked, get them in my cool box, because fresh is best. He's kicking off again. It's like Kai Bark all over again. It's bite after bite at the minute. Yeah, there she goes. Let's have another little look, nice and gentle, like I said. Yeah, still there. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know about this one. Hopefully another couple of them small whiting. It's coming thick and fast now, they are. A little bit of weed on the line this time. Could do without that, to be honest. Come on, what do we got? Please be whiting, come on. Thank you, here she comes. I've already got a rig baited up. Oh, no way. Nothing that time. Missed it. My own fault. I was baiting up the other rig whilst I had a bite. So yeah, my own fault on that one. Should have just dealt with the bite and then baited up. But lesson learned. Back out there. This time, 3 macro fillets. Out she goes. Out she goes. I think what I'll do with this one is I'll just have it on the stand and wait. Yeah, I think I'll wait on this one. Another bite. Tap, 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 tap. Messing about baiting up, and unfortunately missed that one. That was 3 black lugs, so you know they're taking all sorts here. I think the last one I made a mistake, it was on actual prawn and mackerel. That bite there was on black lug. I've now got 3 mackerel fillets out, so fingers crossed. Might get into a few more now. But I'm going to put my headlight back on and keep an eye on this one. See if I can do the baiting up as well. Even though I just said I shouldn't be doing it. But you know, they're coming thick and fast, the bites now, so I don't want to miss any quality time. Cut that black lug off. There we are, that's off one hook. That's off the 2 hooks. That's the 3 hooks cleaned down anyway. I'll just keep an eye on this bait now. Another bite. Another rattler. Yeah, this there. I'm not missing this one, guys. I want this fresh bait. Not sure if they're really small mackerel, sorry, really small whiting, because the bites are not as vicious as they were down Kaibark, I'll be honest. But bites nonetheless. Here we go, he's there. Very slight bites they are. Reel down slightly. Yeah, I think we got him this time, boys. I think we got him this time, lads. Yeah, I think so. Nice and easy reeling in. We don't want him to come off. Still the only man on the beach. So, all the fish are mine. I'm hoping this is some more whiting. More whiting for the weekend. It may have just come off, this one, I think. That's the thing, is fishing these small hooks and small baits. You know, you tend to lose quite a lot of the smaller fish, but I keep plugging away. Nice and slowly. Oh, no, I think this one's in. I think we got a fish here, lads. I think we got a fish. Yeah, fish on. Another whiting. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Here we go. Another bite, another whiting. But now I'm in a position where I haven't got a bait baited up, have I? But what's different is I brought the fish in this time. Whereas last time, I didn't. Let's try and get this off of here. There he is. Another fish for bait. Lovely. I wonder if it's worth chucking that back out while I bait the other one up. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Them baits look in good shape. You know, let's try and maximise the time I've got here. Whilst they're biting, I can't keep the rig baited up. But let's get this one out and I can bait the other one up. There we go, little Bucky's 3-hook clip down. Working the magic. Out it goes again. I'm not going distance, guys. I'm only a little overhead thump on these ones. It seems to be doing the business, so I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, really. Seems to be working. No matter what bait I'm throwing out there, I'm getting the bites. I know I missed the last one. I think I've got 5. I got 5 whiting now as fresh bait for the weekend. I intend to take them home, keep them refrigerated, wrap them up in cling film, keep them as fresh as I can, ready for Saturday morning. And hopefully, these whiting will catch me something bigger and better for the camera. Because you know, sometimes this probably gets boring watching someone catching whiting all the time. But I set out to catch whiting, set out to go scratching, caught my target. You know, the next process of this will be taking these baits to another venue and catching my target on this particular catch that I've had today. So it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, to be honest. Catching your bait and then reusing it and catching something bigger. It hasn't happened yet, obviously, but you know, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident Saturday will be a good day. I always say that, don't I? Anyway, let's get this bait Let's get baited up, is it? It's definitely something I could have a little apprentice with me. That would be perfect. A little apprentice doing all my baiting up for me. So if there's anybody out there who fancies an apprenticeship, give me a shout. There we are. I'm going with 3 mackerel bits this time, as that's what I had the bite on just now. Let's get this light off you. Let's have a look again. Very sandy. Nothing worse than sand everywhere. You remember when you was a kid and your mum used to take you to the beach with your egg sandwiches, and they ended up being egg and sand sandwiches. Good days. Well, my sandwiches were egg and sand. I don't know about yours. Here we go. Smallest bits of mackerel. Wouldn't mind a triple shot, to be honest. That would round the day right off. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Could do with taking about 10, maybe. 10 home if I can. I'm 5 at the moment, but it's early days yet. It's early days yet. I'm sure there's a few more to be had. Just love it when a plan comes together though. The only part of this plan that didn't come together was Mr. Fitzgerald coming with me. But you know, it can't be helped. He had to look after his son. And family comes first, obviously. Bait number 2. Last one. Soon warm up with a bit of action. It won't be long and me and my family be down the caravan, back down Kaibar. Oh, got a lovely bite on there. Lovely bite. Yeah, back down the caravan, chasing the bullets. Bass. I can't wait. March is back open, so we will do another video down there in the summer for you. Just to give you an idea of what it's like down there. So, let's have a look, is it? Oh, it's going mental. It's going mental, yeah. Well, look at that. Always the same. Pick the rod up, it doesn't move. Put it back down, it goes mad in the stand. But like I said, we've got 3 hooks on. Oh, here he goes, here he goes. That was a different type of bite. Yeah, a couple of fish on this one, I think. Let's have a look. Nice double shot would be nice on this. Come on. You're coming thick and fast now, guys. Darkness. I said darkness, didn't I? Just the same as Kaibar. Definitely a couple of fish on you, I think. At least one anyway. At least one. What have we got? Here it comes. There it is, yeah. Fish on. What's this one? Oh, cracking bait size, that one. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful bait size, beautiful. And we got another rig set, come on. Here we go. Like a well-oiled machine. Let's go, let's get it out there. That was on the mackerel again. I think mackerel is the whiting bait, isn't it? It's like me with steak. Put a bit of steak in front of me, I'm eating it. Simple. And I think that's what these whiting are doing. Get it out there, is it? There it goes. Never put the casting glove on that time, so now I've got 4.5 fingers. Schoolboy head up. Excited. Can't wait to get some more. That one's gone slightly left because of no casting glove. But let's get this light off. Have a closer look at this. Look at the bait. Look at the size of this for bait. Perfect. Absolute perfection. I think the next bite I'm just gonna let go and see if we can get a couple on there. Double shot, triple shot, you know. Something exciting for the camera to have a look at. And me, of course. Absolute carnage. I'm unsure how many I've got now. I've got another bite, but what I've done, I've let this one develop and I've left it there for a while. So I've had a range of bites, hard, softs, rattlers, little knocks. I've just left it, hoping to see if we can get that triple shot for the camera. It's still going. It's mental. Let's have a look. Come on. Triple shot. Here we come. Yes, here he is. Let's have a look then. Steady. We're still a good hour and a half away from tide as well, so who knows what's going to happen here. However, once I've got my my quota, I'll be packing up and leaving. I don't want to be too greedy. Yeah, let's have a look at him then. Yeah, definitely fish on this one. Yeah, definitely a couple on this one, I think. Nice and steady. This one has been going for a while. Like I said, I'm hoping I've got that triple shot for you. I hope so. Tide's flying out. I haven't moved for a while, so I'm quite far away from the water's edge. Nice and slow. They all seem to be the perfect stamp as well for me. Perfect bait size. I know that Lee Byrne's been here and catching some really decent size ones for the plate. But yeah, I haven't managed to have any of them tonight. It's all the small ones, which is, I can't fault it. It's exactly what I've come for. Exactly. The bites are thick and fast now though. Thick and fast. It's crazy here. Let's go and have a look. Here it comes. Yep, I can see some fish on there. How many have we got? 2 by the look of it. Let's see. Yep, Another double shot. Perfect bait size again. And again, learnt my lesson. Another rig baited up, ready to get back out there. This is a fantastic session. Going really, really well. Mr. Fitzgerald will be over the moon. He's going to have his fresh bait without even coming fishing. Can't get no better than that, can you? I'm quite a way away from the water's edge here. I'm not sure whether to move or stay where I am. Stay where I am for now, I think. Back out. Well, this trip couldn't have gone any better, could it? Let's be honest. Target achieved, and plenty of it. Great fun. Okay, it's slightly cold. I'm on my own. Just enjoying life. It's great. Look at this. Beautiful. Rod's back out, 3 fresh baits. It's just unbelievable fishing here. Let's get these off. There's one. All exactly the same stamp. It's like it's the same fish. This one's slightly smaller, but the rest of them, I mean, look at that for fresh bait. Look at that. Here we go. There must be hundreds and hundreds of them out there. Hundreds of them. It must be for me to catch. Let's get these ones away, keep them fresh. We got a whole bag full of them here. Hopefully we have some fun with these now on Saturday. Not another bite. Gonna leave this one. I'm desperate for that triple shot now. It's not about catching the bait fish, that's been done. I've got enough bait there now. I might start the ones I catch from now on releasing if they're still alive. I don't need that many. You know, like I said, I wanted a target of 10. I got to be close to that, if not that now. And we're still a couple of hours from the tide, so I might start releasing. Well, look at the state of this. That one's made a hell of a mess of this rig. That's the thing as well with these rigs, you know, they're so tricky to make and time consuming, and then one bite can ruin it. So there's a lot of hard work that goes into these scratching rigs. You know, and the man that makes these, Dean Booker, he got to have some serious patience on his hands, because it's just not for me. So it looks like another order will be coming. Mr. Harry from Veals, another order will be coming in, sir. I need to stock up. Although I will be visiting the store shortly anyway, picking up the rest of our gear for our Norway trip. We've got to pick up the hard tube and the bazooka hard tube and so on. Pick up some rig bits that I've probably already got, but can't be bothered to look through all my tackle and see what I've got. Right then, Joey mackerel, little tiny strips, small hooks is the key. Little tiny strips, that's all they are. I'm even now cutting the strips in half because I'm getting so many bites. You know, this is what I've resulted to. These small, tiny bits of mackerel. Tiny, tiny bits. fish are back. Another bite. Let's get this baited up first. Let that one develop. Get this one baited up. I think one or two more and I might head home. I don't need any more. My job here is done, as they say. Although, it's great fun. I'm loving it. You know, it's nice to do something different now and again. Other than the norm that you're always doing. Chasing the same old fish. Week in, week out. You know, something like this. It's quite exciting. Good bit of fun. I've enjoyed it. And I've got my fresh bait that I'm after. I'll try and scale down the mackerel chunks and see what happens. See if I can get a triple shot then. I don't know. But like I said, there must be hundreds of them out there. It's pretty much a bite as soon as it hits the bottom. You know, which is great for me, obviously. That's what I'm here for. You always get nervous on a session like this when you're targeting an easy small species where you should be catching loads of them and you don't have a bite for the first few hours. But you know, keep the confidence up, keep believing in yourself, and you know, it comes good, as we can see today. But you know, we knew it was going to happen, didn't we? We knew it was going to happen at dark. Exactly the same as the Kaibark scenario. It went crazy up dark down there, didn't it? I mean, this session ought to be on par with that one, to be fair. The only thing I haven't had here is the dreaded dogfish. Shouldn't have said that, should I? But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a few more casts without the cameras, as you must be bored of seeing small baby whiting by now. And when I get back to my van, I'll say my goodbyes and tell you what our plans are for next week, where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing. Thanks for watching anyway, and I shall speak to you when I'm back down the van. But for now, let's get some more of these in. Right then, I said I was going to bring you back at the van. I had to set the camera back up and show you my last cast, because we've done it. We've done the triple shot right at the end. And to be fair, a better stamp of fish. First one, whiting. Dab. Another whiting. And to be fair, that is a cracking triple shot. Really, really, really happy. But now it's definitely going to see you back at the van. I've got no bait left. We're still an hour towards low water. I've had my quota, like I've said. I'm going to let these three go. The whiting are too big and I don't want the dab. I've packed up. All my gear is away. I was just waiting for that last bite to develop. And with my fingers crossed open for that triple shot. And, you know, like I said, here it is. I couldn't be happier. Absolute fantastic session. I'll finish packing up and I'll catch you back at the van shortly. Yeah. Right then, as you can see, I'm back at the van earlier than anticipated. Like I said to you before, I hit my quota over an hour and a half ago, I'd say. Probably ended up with touching 25 whiting and 2 flatties. I stayed for one reason and one reason only, to try and get that triple shot, because all of the other fish came on the top hook and the bottom hook and nothing on the middle hook. until that last cast. And yeah, successfully got that triple shot, so I'm over the moon with that. Little tip for everyone: if you're cold out there fishing, get on the website, order one of these Spooligan bobble hats. Unbelievably hot. I think I've lost a stone on the size of my head walking back from the mark. It's kept me lovely and warm whilst over there. So yeah, head over and get one of these hats, guys. Unbelievable. Fishing, outstanding. Target achieved. Bait fish achieved. And just don't forget one thing. Fresh is best. Look out for part 2. We're going to be filming on Saturday using our fresh bait. Fingers crossed all my efforts today are going to pay off. If it don't, there'll be no part 2. But I'm sure me and Carl will pull something out the bag as we always do. After that, then we are filming the Spooligan beach cast on Tuesday. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one, because as I said at the start of the video, that is going to be epic. An epic guest with an epic story. So yeah, it's going to be a pleasure to be the host on that one. I'm going to get home because I'm absolutely freezing. My hands are like ice cubes from walking back. I was the only man on the beach tonight. I didn't see anybody else. Didn't even see a dog walker over there. So pleasurable evening. Not fish from the off like we anticipated. But, you know, we knew that when darkness came, the whiting would show up. And did they show up? They showed up in huge force. It was 2 fish a cast every cast. As soon as they hit the bottom, I didn't have a chance to bait up, as you've seen. I stopped filming in the end. It was getting out of hand and you'd have been bored. Triple shot, beautiful. Bait fish for Saturday, beautiful. Really enjoyed making this video for you. Hope you enjoy it yourselves. Hope you're enjoying what Spooligan as a team are doing. Trying to make some differences within this industry. We'll keep going. We'll keep making videos. You just keep supporting. I shall see you guys on Saturday, part 2.